Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, Leafy Doc. We're here to talk about high mindfulness using cannabis and meditation for anxiety relief. This is my partner, Aja. She's going to co present with me. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself first. My name is Maria, and I am a Leafy Dot coach, health coach, and some of my expertise is in culinary nutrition. So I try and bring a little piece of yumminess to all of the people I speak with, as well as, of course, looking at health concerns and taking it from there. So, what we're going to be talking about, we'll jump right in, is anxiety. So, anxiety has uh, a lot of people in its grips. There's many different symptoms and effects of anxiety. Some of these include GI upset. So, if anybody's ever had butterflies in their stomach, then that's a sign of anxiety or feeling a little unease. Some of these can manifest themselves a bit into shaking or sweating or emotional symptoms such as restlessness or irritability and difficulty concentrating. So there's certainly a lot of symptoms and effects from these symptoms that are felt through millions of people. So it's very common. Some of the treatment options that are available for anxiety, there's many, thankfully. So these include certain anti-anxiety medications. It might take a little bit of time for your doctor to find the proper one for yourself, but there's many options out there. Talk therapy, there are many different styles of talk therapy, uh, and mental health counseling, and some of the lifestyle choices. Those can be really helpful with managing anxiety. So, lifestyle can include things like a healthy diet, cutting back on caffeine, prioritizing sleep, and social connection. So, all of those things are really important tools with managing anxiety, as well as some of our plant friends. So, that would include cannabis and valerian, or those are just some examples. We'll talk today primarily about cannabis and some of the supportive actions that can be provided to help with anxiety, coping with anxiety. So, to talk a little bit about some of the different strains that are available, there are many strains, but each has its own unique set of properties. These strains can be known for their calming effects, while others can provide an energy boost. And when it comes to anxiety relief, it's important to choose a strain that promotes relaxation without including paranoia or increasing anxiety. So some of the strains that are known for their calming effects are the indica, and that's usually helpful for pain relief and insomnia. So keeping that in mind, using that in the evening or around bedtime might be beneficial. Also looking at strains that are higher in CBD. So that's the non-intoxicating compound that has been helpful um, in showing some anti-anxiety effects. So when it comes to consumption methods, there's a lot to choose from. There's definitely an abundance. There's vaping, there's smoking, there's edibles, there's tinctures, there's creams. There's a lot of variety within the marketplace, and choosing the right method for you and your health can really be beneficial. But one of the things that's helpful to keep in mind is starting with a low dose and seeing how your body reacts, especially as a new user or one that might be starting again after stopping for some period of time. So, meditation, that is the practice that involves focusing your attention on the present moment, and it can help with reducing stress and anxiety by prompting relaxation and mindfulness. And combining cannabis and meditation can be a powerful tool for anxiety relief, but it's important to be responsible and use it safely. And that does include that low dose starting there and avoiding operating heavy machinery or driving. And if you have any medical conditions or are taking medications, it's important to speak with your doctor prior to initiating the use of cannabis. So I'm going to let Aja take it from here. Let me introduce her. She's got a certification in coaching and meditation teacher training, and she uses mindfulness and visualization to help people recover from alcohol addiction, anxiety, and relationship struggles. Her degrees are in philosophy and math, and she works with individuals to overlap their spirituality, wellness, and science. Thank you.
Hi, thank you for that introduction, Maria. Hello, everybody. My name is Aja. So the well, if you're just getting started with meditation, it's helpful to kind of be curious and be like a scientist in meditation as well. And I like how you talked about how, making sure you're getting the right dosage of marijuana for yourself. That kind of inquiry and curiosity, and kind of like that scientific method, also you would want to apply to meditation. So to get started, if you're just getting started with meditation, it's helpful to find a quiet place, get comfortable. You want to be in a grounded position where you're sitting, maybe on the floor with a pillow under the sit bones, or you could be sitting in a chair, anything that is most comfortable for the body. It's helpful to set a timer, especially if you're just starting out. So choose a reasonable amount of time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And once you are in the meditation, you don't have to worry about, anything else but the meditation. So the timer will tell you when you're done, and you can just focus on what you're doing in the moment. So you would want to, maybe close your eyes. You can keep them open with a soft gaze as well, depending on what you're focusing on in the meditation. And using a guided meditation will help a lot. So there's a lot of resources for you to get a pre-recorded meditation. I myself guide meditations live, and I have pre-recorded meditations as well. There's a bunch everywhere, YouTube and everywhere else. This will help quite a bit. In the guided meditation, it will help you to focus on something like your breath, maybe an object in the room or like a candle flame. Maybe the object of focus will be feelings in your body, like the somatic experiences, somatic sensations of the body, or even concepts in the mind. Sometimes the point of focus in a meditation is the thoughts themselves. So whatever it is that you're focusing on in your meditation, you might notice that your attention will start to wander. And if it starts to wander a lot, you can just gently bring your attention back to the point of focus. And actually bringing back your focus is actually meditation. So, if you've set a timer for 5 minutes and you bring your attention back 50 times or 100 times in that 5 minutes, well, you are meditating 50 times or 100 times. So you're actually doing the exact right thing if you find your mind wandering, to just gently bring it back. Um, let's see. How do I switch to the next slide? There we go. There are a couple of different neural networks in the brain, and meditation and cannabis can help us do the same thing as far as our neural networks in the brain, which is to turn down the cognitive neural network and turn up the task positive neural network of the brain. So the task positive neural network of the brain is the network of the brain, actually part of the brain that gets lit up, that can be measured and recorded, in an MRI and various other scans. When focusing on the task at hand, the task positive part of the brain gets lit up. So the thought content of a task positive action or thought lights up this part of the brain sort of in the middle. And that's a different part than the cognitive neural network of the brain, which is activated in the front. Cognitive functions include problem solving, gathering data, from the past to analyze it, and then creating theories about the future. And this is all wonderful stuff because it allows us to do everything we need to do during the day, like go to the grocery store, go to work, perform our jobs, pick up the kids from school, that kind of thing. This is the cognitive functions are the things that where we typically live. And however, as we know, sometimes cognitive functions are the thing that causes us to feel anxiety. So these functions are mostly detached from the present moment. So they're about the future or the past or maybe some abstract concept. And so when we use cognitive functions all day long, every day, we can begin to feel detached or alone or overwhelmed or anxious. And this is because the thought content and the emotional content of cognitive functions are hypothetical, coulda, woulda, shouldas type thing. And there is like a problem that we are solving with our cognitive functioning. So if we are constantly struggling with a problem and we are constantly using our cognitive functions, it can feel like we are constantly struggling with a problem emotionally as well. But again, that's only the one network, the cognitive functioning network. The other neural network is the task positive network. And so in this network, it's the thought content, task positive thoughts are aligned with what the body is doing in that present moment. So for example, threading a needle or coloring a picture or shooting a basketball, these kinds of things are activities that have the thought content aligned with what is going on in the present moment. And frequently, the task at hand in meditation is breathing. So when we allow our thoughts to align with what we're doing with the task, and in meditation, it might be breathing, we activate this neural network, task positive network, and we give the cognitive functioning a break, and we can finally relax. So I wanted to go ahead and make sure I'm okay on time. How much more time do we have? 3 minutes. Okay. So I'll just end the little presentation by saying the important thing here is to switch the neural networks and to activate that task positive neural network by doing something like meditation. And so we can go ahead and have a little sample of that right now. If you want to get into a meditation, if you want to follow along, I can guide us for the next couple of minutes. So go ahead and make sure you're in a comfortable seated position. And you can close your eyes or keep them open. And the task that we're going to be doing right now is breathing. Thich Nhat Hanh, the world famous Buddhist philosopher, monk, has a beautiful meditation that is breathing in. I know I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. I know I am breathing out. Breathing in. I know I am breathing in. I'm breathing out. I know I am breathing out. One more time, breathing in. I know I am breathing in. I'm breathing out. I know I am breathing out. Continuing to follow the rhythm of the breath and noticing the sensation against the skin of any temperature or texture of the air deepens the awareness of the experience of this moment. And you can continue to breathe as you feel the sensations of the body, maybe the clothes against the skin, maybe the feet against the floor, or the weight of the body against the earth. Breathing in. I know I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. I know I'm breathing out. Deepening the awareness of the present moment. It might be nice to create a little bit of space between the ribs and a little bit of space between the vertebrae. Breathing in. I know I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. I know I'm breathing out. And in this brief moment, there is peace and calm. And this is available to us at any moment, all day. I hope you enjoy that very brief taste of what a meditation can do. I wish we had more time to go more deeply. But thank you for letting me present. I really appreciate being here. Thank you.
Thank you. It was a pleasure having you. Take care.